Thanks to the support as a channel member, Tristan McDonald. No, I agree, Mrs Wearmouth. It was a little bit odd not having a home episode out yesterday. Yeah, that's right. It's all to get people ready for the summer holiday schedule that's going to be coming from kind of middle of next week onwards, where we're going to go back down to just one video a day. Yeah, kids. Exactly. It's a way to get the stream highlights videos out for the Grantham series as well, which I'm streaming on Twitch on a regular basis. So, you know, there's positives to it as well. I agree. People should watch along on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LOLLUJO. Hello and welcome to part 154 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have a big Champions League game and a top-of-the-table clash in the Premier League. Since you were last with me, we've been all right in the league. We won a couple of matches. In fact, we've only done those 2 matches, haven't we? Because we had the mess up with not recording in the last episode. So you saw us lose to Real Madrid, but then we've beaten Wolves. We've beaten Manchester United in the Premier League as well, which is a huge result. Leaves the Premier League looking like this: 9 games played, 6 wins, 3 draws. We are invincible. We're the only unbeaten team left in the Premier League at the moment. 21 points on the board. Manchester City are the team in second place, and we play them in the second half of this episode. But first, it's Ajax, and Ajax at home is a must-win game. I am assuming, as the team at the top of the Premier League, we're probably better than Ajax. But if we don't beat them, bearing in mind we know Real Madrid will beat us again the next time we play them when we go to their place, if we lose to Ajax today, we're in very real danger of not finishing second in this group, and that would be a problem. So let's go and try and beat them. This is the team we're going to be putting out there to try and do that. We're going to have Perez in goal, a back four of Kovacic, Elias Ercan and Vinicius Antonio, Jovanovic and McKenna in midfield. We're trying something a little bit different. Jovanovic, I'm kind of going with Juan Jose as my second striker at the moment. Jovanovic, I don't know. Is he going to be my second striker? Is he going to be a big presence in midfield? I mean, he only has 4 for tackling. He is 6'4" and has excellent physicals. So we're going to try him there. I don't know. We might end up going back to Perez. But Perez for today. Where is Perez? Why am I not playing Perez today? Pastkev, why have you picked the team like that? Perez is tired as well. There's a few of them that are tired. Perez, McKenna, Park, all tired off the back of the Manchester United game. But yeah, we're going to go with Jovanovic today. I'm sure Pastkev had a reason other than he's 6'4". I'm looking at the other 6'4" guy who can play central midfield, and assuming Pastkev had his reasons. The more I look at it, the more I'm you know what, Pastkev, whatever your reasons were, that to me makes a lot more sense. So we're going to go with McKenna and Kleber in midfield, and then Ian and Park out wide, Juan Jose and Veloso up front. Right, now we've got those shenanigans out of the way. I mean, he needs to start leaving me notes. I'm recording this Monday morning. The previous episode was recorded, I don't know, Thursday or Friday last week. I have no idea what he was thinking on Thursday or Friday last week and why he's decided Jovanovic is going to play central midfield. Should we investigate? Has he played there at all? Oh, we did. Okay. Because we brought him on there against Manchester. Now it makes a bit more sense. He came on there as a substitute in the last game. Okay, now I kind of get it. I'm still not starting him there in the Champions League, but maybe Pastkev is making decisions. Like I say, he needs to be leaving notes. Let me know down in the comments if you can work out whatever it is he was up to. But I feel like it's probably for the best that I overrule him in this instance. If I don't understand his thought process gets overturned. Simple as that. Right, we're putting some decent pressure on the Ajax defenders here. Veloso closing down the goalkeeper, causing him to fluff his clearance, and Ian picks it up on the left-hand side of midfield, trying to beat his man and burst into the penalty area. There's the cross from Ian and the finish from Park, and it's 1-0 to home. Great work from Ian, who was, I was going to say it was fortuitous to get the ball. I literally commented on it. There's no fortune involved there. It's good pressing forward work from Veloso to pressure the keeper into making the mistake, and then Ian's done the rest. He's done well to skin his man, pick his man out at the far post in the shape of Park, and Park isn't going to miss from there. Winger to winger. Who needs centre forwards? We'll just play winger to winger and get our goals that way. Vinicius Antonio now charging down the right-hand side, playing it forward to Juan Jose, and now Kleber has got room to run into, and this must be terrifying for the Ajax defenders, having him run centrally. That's why I like having Kleber in midfield, and I don't think we've ever seen Kovacic do that before. He is still on the transfer list at his own request, but he's just done a cartwheel after scoring for us. The two players who've scored in this match are the two players who want to leave. I wonder if this might mean we're getting to the end of their shenanigans, and after excellent performances here against Ajax and goals, they might both come to me after the match and say, "Can we stay after all, please?" And I will say, "Of course you can, boys. Of course you can." I hope that's what we're heading towards. Real Madrid, oh, they are now beating Dynamo. I was alarmed to see that we were all of a sudden only 1 point behind them, but it's because for the first time in this group stage, I think we're both playing games at the same time. We've been rotating through who was going to be the early kickoff up until this point. There's Kleber from range, and I thought he's sticking that top corner, but he doesn't. But yeah, we are playing the same time as Real Madrid, and they've just gone ahead against Dynamo a little bit later than we did. Poor old Dynamo, not looking like they're going to be having a nice time in this group, and fingers crossed, neither will Ajax. Because of the way the Champions League fixtures work, it's my understanding we'll have Ajax next. We'll have Ajax away from home in our fourth game, and if we can beat them again, we can be effectively qualified before we have to play Real Madrid and Dynamo again, which, considering we've already lost one of our games, that'll do. That will do very nicely. Right, I think we need to move some of these more tired players off of the pitch. Park and McKenna in particular were the two that were low conditioning before the match started. So we'll let this highlight play out, and then those two can come off and have a little bit of a rest. Vinicius Antonio on the right-hand side cuts it back to Park. This is good work again. Juan Jose can't apply the finish, though, and we will make those two substitutions now. Yeah, it's Park and McKenna. So McKenna, we will bring Ivanovic on in midfield now. So he is eventually going to get to play there. And we're going to take Park off. And who have we got who can come on in wide areas? Yordi, really, is the only one. What I might do, though, is I think we're going to try Camacho again. And we're going to put Juan Jose out onto that side and have Camacho, give him 35 minutes playing alongside Veloso and really have a proper look at him. We've not really given Camacho any game time yet. So let's see what he can do with some significant game time to show us what he's got in his arsenal. Right, Ajax playing the ball forward, or trying to. Kleber intercepts, and there is Camacho, tries the shot rather than squaring for Veloso, and then he gets it back again from Ian, but his shot second time round is over. The linesman's flag was up for something as well, so I suspect even if it goes in, it's probably going to be disallowed for offside. Well, it didn't look offside. Free kick collected pretty comfortably by the Ajax goalkeeper. Got to keep reminding myself we've still got 30 minutes of this game left, so if we do just let them sneak back in now, we could have a problem. Here's me sat talking about qualifying already and bringing players on to have a look at them. We are only 2-0. We are already 2-1 up with half an hour of the game left to play. We need to make sure we don't mess this up because, like I said before, a failure to beat Ajax here, and we're probably going to be looking at Thursday night football after Christmas, and nobody wants Thursday night football. Yeah, we don't want to see a dirty replay. Right, who have we got on the bench who can still come on and change this game? We've got Primus, not really going to be the man to change anything today. Yordi, Douglas Allen again. I mean, Yordi's the one, I guess. Ian is in, and that's an own goal. And we've had a little bit of a... this time we do get a little bit of fortune. I mean, Ian has been a constant threat throughout this game. And I guess he just keeps playing the percentage game, getting the ball into the 6-yard box and waiting to see what happens when it gets there. Kleber with a good ball through to him. Ian just squaring it across where there's... I can see why the defender feels the need to get something on it because Camacho, Veloso and Juan Jose were lined up along the 6-yard line ready to tap that in if that first defender doesn't get there. So he didn't really have much of a choice. We're going to take off Kleber now. Diaz is going to come on as the playmaker. Jovanovic can now move over to play as the box-to-box midfielder, which is where he played in that previous game against Manchester United when he came off the bench. Ian is now tiring. Juan Jose is tiring. And this is where squad rotation starts to become more and more difficult because we've now got to go from this straight into Manchester City. I don't know, should we have rotated more for this game? Which, it's not as if we've thumped Ajax. We didn't really know how we compared to Ajax. We came off a game against Manchester United, then into a Champions League game against Ajax, and then straight into another league game against Manchester City. In which one of those games do we rotate? We've obviously taken Perez out of the team for this game, so we have rotated a little bit. I don't know. Right, can we get the ball clear, please? Thank you. Diaz, at least, is following instructions. Oh, it's all gone wrong, boys and girls. I don't normally like to draw attention to my mid-match cuts, but I just had to cut for a cough, had a sip of a freshly opened can of Coke off the back of it, and then had 5 minutes of the hiccups. I'm now back in the game. I think I've recovered from the hiccups, but the game was paused so long, we've been punished for it. You know when Football Manager does that? You leave the game paused for 5 minutes, or you start the match, the doorbell rings, you let it run through till half-time. Happens to me all the time. Whenever you leave the game unattended, mid-match, I always seem to get punished for it. And, I mean, this is absurd if we do end up getting the full punishment. 1 goal is enough of a punishment. We don't need to give away a 2-goal lead. It was 3-1 with 5 minutes to go. I had the hiccups. What did you want me to do, Sports Interactive? I can't record a YouTube video with the hiccups. I had to leave it paused. Right, Juan Jose does very well there to win the ball back, and now we've got a counter-attack. There's 4-on-3 here. They've got a few players chasing back. Juan Jose probably should have released that to Veloso rather than kicking it into the back of his heels. I don't know what he was trying to do there. And now Elias should just be there to tidy things up at the back. Perez plays it to Erkan. Back to Perez again. Can we get the ball out of our penalty area, please, lads? Thank you. And now Jovanovic forward to Ian. And Ian, I mean, he's been a massive threat today, but he is absolutely shattered. And I think he's just won himself a red card. To win a red card, their player already on a yellow card, lunges in, second yellow. There's his red card. Ian, like I say, just been a threat constantly from start to finish, even when he was tired at the end. And we do just about grab the 3-2 victory. But I think that does justify not really rotating very much for that match because we only just won. But it's the fifth. So the Saturday was Man United. That was off the back of an international break. So we can't really rotate for that because we've got to beat Man United. Then Tuesday is Ajax. Must win if we're serious about the Champions League this year. Can't really rotate for that. And now the following Saturday, and we're away against Man City. What am I supposed to do in these situations, boys and girls? I don't. Well, it looks like everyone's miraculously recovered from the Ajax game. Conditioning is full for everybody. That means Perez can come back into the team alongside McKenna. Otherwise, no reason to make any changes, really. We won. We beat Man United as well. So we just keep going with the team that's winning those football matches. Kovacic and Kleber both still on the transfer list. Their goals in the last game, not enough to convince them that they want to stay with us for the long term. Did I say, I meant Kovacic and Park? I feel like I might have said Kovacic and Kleber because Kleber was on. I might not have done. Who knows? Let's not talk about it in case I didn't make the mistake. Right, are we winning yet? A win here, and you got to believe a title is possible. But Manchester City are a very good side and have been dominating football for many, many years. Pep Guardiola is still their manager. I think this is Pep Guardiola Arena that we're playing in. Imagine being at the club so long you have the ground named after you while you're still the manager. He's been their manager for like 20 years. I mean, I think if I'm him, I'd probably say don't name it after me until I've retired. It's a little bit embarrassing, but he's there for it. Yeah, name the ground after me. I'll have me some of that. Thank you very much. I presume that's how he talks after 25 years of living in the UK. He's lost any remnants of a Spanish accent. And he just talks like me because obviously strong Manchester accent coming from me. Right, Park out to Vinicius Antonio. He has had a very bright start to the season, although that wasn't the best ball he could have played through to Veloso. Veloso has had a pretty quiet episode so far. I hope that means he's going to be exploding into life in this match. Perez, ball over the top to Veloso. Is this him exploding into life? Of course it is. There's your explosion, boys and girls. A 16th goal of the season already for Sandro Veloso. Manchester City 0, Holme 1. There is a lot of light blue shirts. Light blue, baby blue. Not enough blue in the printer blue. I'm sure that's how they describe it. What colour? Ask any Man City fan. What colour are your shirts? Well, they're kind of blue, but it's the blue that you get if there's not quite enough blue ink left in the printer. It's like half blue. Half blue. I'm going to stop. Look, I'm a Peterborough fan. We play in royal blue, proper blue, blue. The kind of blue you wear if you love blue. This isn't blue. This is, like I say, this is half blue. Shh. Right, McKenna. Lovely interception. Finds Ian, who just wants to dribble past everyone at every opportunity. Probably not to be encouraged in our penalty area like he did just then, but we got away with it, so I'll let him off this time. Quiet word in his ear. Don't be dribbling back into our own penalty area, especially against Manchester City. And they are on the attack again. If we could get a tackle in here, that would be super, gentlemen. Is anyone, somebody, anyone? Oh, that's a lovely pass. It should have been a lovely goal. We've got away with it a little bit, thanks to the post helping us out. But it was a lovely move from Manchester City. And now we're just trying to hold on until half-time. And Perez is there, grabbing the corner out of the sky, helping us to hold on to this half-time lead. And we've got it. And, we've rode our luck a little bit towards the end of that second half. But the important thing is we are still leading, although it looks like the second half has started the way the first ended, with Manchester City all over us. And that's such a clever free kick. And they've missed again. Look at the match stats. We've had one shot on target and scored. To be fair, they've also only had one shot on target, but they're on an XG of 1.54. So they have missed. That one was a big chance that they've missed. They have had some big opportunities. Us, on the other hand, not so much. Park is shattered again, only to be expected. He's started all three, as most of these guys have. Most of them have started all three of these games. Right, McKenna for Kleber is an easy one first up, so we can make that change. And then if we've got to take off Park, who are we bringing on? Jordi or Jovanovic? I think we bring on Jovanovic and then put Juan Jose out onto the right-hand side again. And then we just leave everybody else and wait and see who else gets tired. I'm not happy with how Ian's playing, but it's not like I guess we could bring Jordi on, but we might have someone who's really, really, really tired that we need to take off. So Ian, it might even be Ian, actually, looking at that. Ian looks like he's the next man who's tired. So Ian can come off for Jordi. Jordi getting a rare outing back on the left wing where he always used to play for us. In fact, we've got Jordi one side, Juan Jose the other. Perez is tired as well now. And we just need to hold on. Presumably Manchester City are playing their third game in a week as well. But was their game last Saturday as difficult as the one we had? Was their Champions League game in midweek as important as ours? Oh, my word. We really are riding our luck again. Deflection into the post. How are we still ahead in this game? We don't deserve to be ahead, but we are clinging on. This is one of those games where if it comes off, you start to believe your name's already on the trophy if you win a game like this, because we absolutely don't deserve to be ahead today, but we are. Look at the state of the match stats. They have not got their shooting boots on. Delighted at that turn of events. Right, less than a minute to go. We've got to throw. Vinicius Antonio. Take your time. There's a good boy. Look how long he's taking. Veloso plays it back to Antonio, who's just running into the corner. Plays it to Perez, who, of course, is capable of being a winger. Gives it back to Antonio, and there's Kleber. Oh, that's on a plate for Kleber. If they go up the other end and score now, questions have got to be asked for why Kleber can't keep that down. It was such an easy chance. Probably the best chance of the game. Certainly our best chance of the game. I know City have missed a couple of sitters, but that's 94 minutes, ref. Blow your whistle. Don't let them shoot. Blow the whistle. Perez and Kleber crunching in with tackles. Kovacic heads clear against the team that he's so nearly joined in the summer. And he wants to be a Manchester City player. Well, he's now come here and beaten them. They won't have you now, Kovacic. You've got to stay at home. That is a big, big win. And we are still unbeaten. And we are now 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League. I know it's only 10 games played, but my word, have we had a good start to this season. Right, tomorrow's episode, we are going to show you probably Real Madrid. A lot depends on how we get on against Ajax. If we beat Ajax, then we're probably already through, in the Dynamo game then doesn't really matter, and we'll just go straight to Real Madrid and show that with Chelsea or Tottenham or Arsenal or whichever one of those is the biggest match near to the Real Madrid game. If we mess up against Ajax, the Dynamo game becomes more important, and I might show that instead, or as well as. We'll figure it out tomorrow. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.